The Overthinkers.
You're listening to The Overthinkers. This is episode 3, the first episode for the year.
In a studio.
In a studio, a new location. Same Believe painting. It goes wherever we go. But new studio thanks to our new friend Neil. Another Neil. Neil number 2.
So we want to talk about the perfume pilferer. Did I say the word right?
What not to do?
The perfume.
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 Cologne. Sorry, cologne.
So is it from like up in the country and they can't say certain words?
Which brings us.
Now, this is a touchy subject, but I think that we want to bring it up because it created quite a stir, and I think it's also an important situation to bring perspective because it really brought home for me the importance of having to have a court of law and how different scenarios are interpreted from different perspectives and where the truth lies somewhere down the middle.
Right.
So, Nadia, we've both watched the videos. Rahmat and Neil, we've both watched the videos and we've had our discussions. So here's the thing for me. I think both of them, I think that the lady who did the video in the original one about feeling like she was attacked. I can understand how certain people communicate, and if you're from different ways of speaking, different social strata, you can interpret somebody's body language quite aggressively. So there was probably an element in that she was picking up on, and maybe the lady was genuinely trying to explain something different to her. But because I've seen people commenting that they've had a lot of interactions with the lady, and she was fine. They never felt threatened. What is the one piece? And I think that it is a responsibility of somebody to put it out there, because if you're going out there and you're warning the public that they need to watch out, and you are putting somebody's license plate publicly before there have been any investigations, it is actually your responsibility to explain the truth.
Yeah.
And you said that the woman came to you and said to you in the beginning that she had a child in the car. Did I hear that wrong?
Yeah,
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
And she was calling her over. The second video never mentioned that. And that to me is really critical in understanding, was this woman just using aggressive sales tactics? What?
Yeah.
Or was she luring people?
We spoke about this here already, Claire, and I told you that I quite get the first girl. I can't remember her name. What's her name? Karen? Kimberly? Right. I get it, but I wish that video was done on a foundation of merit. Like, if after investigations, something did come of it, where...
But I don't know how... See, the thing is, I don't know how practical that is, because I think in the moment of the panic... And we all know that sometimes... I'm no disrespect to the Royal Barbados Police Force, but
they take a time. They take a while.
Time. So, and you're in the heat of the panic, you want to warn people that this is what
What's happening?
is happening.
And there's this platform.
So it was a really tickly situation. And I'm not faulting the girl for necessarily doing that, but I'm saying there are other repercussions that come with that, because this was apparently this lady's livelihood, and it could, for all intents and purposes, mean that nobody wants to do business with her anymore because of her reputation now being unduly tarnished, if in fact that is the truth.
Well, for those of you who might be a little clueless, we have some snippets of the videos as well, Neil. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll let you see...
I'm glad that no one's hurt.
Yeah, I'll let you see a view of both of the girls, so you can get a sense of what we're talking about. So check it out.
And please, don't leave stories unfinished. Like, let us know, because there's the fear in everybody. Everybody's on edge. Lady with the selling perfumes, one bit of advice: don't go asking people for money as soon as they come on ATM machine. Like, seriously, you're lucky somebody ain't drawn no gun on you, dude. Like, these is times where people doing a lot of crap. Use your head. Don't
people are very
edgy.
People are very on edge because a lot of things are happening. Times are changing.
That's a little blonde, man.
Yeah,
Let me take that title away from me right now.
All right, it takes one to know one, or something like that, Claire. Which brings us to a topic, though, Claire, of classism. I was looking at my timeline on Facebook, and that's what was being brought up a lot. The fact that the girl, Kim, sounds real bougie. I can call a spade a spade.
Properly, and
she speaks very properly, aka she great, right? She's a doctor. She probably lives a certain way, lives in a certain area, that type of thing. And it might just be a simple case of her not relating to the girl or panicking in the way the girl is approaching her and her demeanor and stuff like that. And another average person may not have felt alarmed the way that she felt alarmed. But you said that you saw reports from people and they've encountered this lady before and it was fine. But I still saw reports where people say that she was really aggressive and that, you know, sometimes she does go too far and that type of thing. So
the truth lies somewhere down the middle.
Somewhere down the middle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But is there a disconnect between like higher society people and lower society people, where higher society people make rash decisions because they might not understand or might not be accustomed to the way lower society people do the things? Because for me, I was thinking about orchestrating Swan Street tour, like taking people like Kimberly in places in the back alleys of Tongue and Ting and realize, you know, this is just how it's done in certain places. You might not be familiar with this here because you might be accustomed to at Lime Grove and Ting a Law. It's different culture. But if you go, you get hustle. You get hustle and, you know, teach you tips on how to deal with the hustle. So you don't have to feel so unfair, you know?
I remember a conversation that was had with a white woman, a white Bajan. And she was saying that she occasionally will go down Swan Street, and she was like, "But I hold my bag because they're just so many men, and they're just like standing up and they're doing nothing, and they're not working, and they're just loitering." And I was like, "Swan Street, yeah, that's pretty much Swan Street." Yeah. And but she was so disturbed, like, why are they there at this time of day? And I'm like, lady, but this is how people hustle. They're making their living. Like, they might look like they're signing up to you, but
if you'd have dropped Kimberly in the middle of Swan Street, somebody...
Stop calling your girl name so much. Call different people.
But she Mary, went on so... But I lost. The girl went on social... Wait. You do a public video, I uploaded it on YouTube. I ain't want a boy call you there?
Mary Jane.
This is not how social media works.
Every Kimberly in the world knows.
Please see how not to use social media segment. That's like about 20 minutes up from where we are talking now. But you can't expect to put out a whole video on social media and don't expect people to call your name.
So
anyway, but the thing about this is I'm not even talking bad about the girl. All I'm saying is that you should get some training. You know what I mean? I'll take you, like, you know, when the Rasta man, but they hustling the shade, she probably lose her shit. That's like lose her shit number one. We'll be there for her. We're like a support system. So, because the Rasta man is coming, sweet girl, we got shades. You know, you get 2 pairs for $50. She loses shit too. You know what I mean? And they might compliment her about how she look and things. So, you know, you're real sweet looking.
If you guys near YouTube, you guys should go and check out Tribal Wives. It's where they used to send really posh English women deep into the jungle.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
They got dick
I'm the wrong one now. This is the analogy you're making to what I am talking about. Tribal wives. This is where you're going with it, and I'm the bad one. Okay. Anyone interested in my tours into the ghettos? If it is that you like to climatize and you think you're high class and too scared and living in fear of people that are just regular, poor people.
Lesson 101.
Contact us at the Overthinkers. You know, just leave a message on our Facebook page. Are you too bougie and you like to be down to earth? Leave a message now on the Overthinkers page on Facebook, and we'll be right with you. We take you in the ghettos, and some will let you know that everything's all right. There's no need to live in fear.
I know, man. My thing is, I kind of agree with Claire in the fact that if you are not, I mean, we making sport of these tours and stuff like that, but if you're not exposed to certain things in life, certain things may come off the wrong way to you.
Yes, definitely.
And I agree with that thing about her hustling right next to 80 and waiting for people to come up.
That would not have sat well.
I'm not saying don't hustle, but come on.
Well, y'all could continue to wait for people to make sense, but while things get worse and worse and worse, and the hustle can just get harder. Because there are no opportunities that are being opened up for these people, and they're hustling the best way they know how. So if they know that you coming from the ATM, you got live cash in your hand right now, and that's the only way she might be able to get live cash in her pocket, she know what she gotta do because things get hand rough.